What's going on there, everybody, and I'm back with the performance test of the Adidas D Rose 6 Boost. Traction on the D Rose 6 Boost was good. I mean, on your standard clean courts, you'll be fine. Obviously, when you've got, dust on the floor and stuff, you're going to need to wipe, but you should be fine there nevertheless. The traction pattern is generally quite thin though, so I wouldn't use the shoe outdoors. It's quite pliable too. However, it's still your choice whether you use the shoe outdoors or not. That's completely up to you guys. Coming to cushioning on the D Rose 6, you've got the Adidas Boost. This is my first time experiencing Boost in a basketball shoe, so my first thoughts on this is I actually really like it. In the heel, you've got kind of a thick chunk, but really good impact protection, decent responsiveness as well. To be fair, I was quite impressed on heel strikes. Coming towards the forefoot, it thins out a little bit, so you're not going to get like the exact kind of responsiveness you get in the heel. However, you still get some responsiveness, and once again, decent impact protection. So overall, I like the cushioning on the D Rose 6. In terms of ventilation, the D Rose 6 isn't great. However, you have the tongue, like a torch-like tongue, which allows some heat to escape. By no means were my feet drenched in sweat, however, after gameplay, so it does show that there's some ventilation there. So overall, I think ventilation is, not the best, but it's not horrible either, so I can't really complain. In terms of materials, you've got a kind of mesh which constructs the upper of the shoe. The mesh is backed by like a fuse type material. It could possibly be glue, but I'm not 100% sure. However, it's not primarily mesh, so you're not going to have the freedom of movement that mesh gives you. However, for me, I think the shoe still allows your foot to move quite freely. It's by no means stiff at all, so I won't worry too much about that. Towards the heel of the shoe, you've got a kind of a cage-like structure. Cage-like structure towards the top pulls with the lace, so it's attached to the back of the shoe. When tightening the laces, it pulls. This kind of keeps your foot pushed back in the footbed, and it allows your heel to rest directly on top of the Boost at the bottom, which is a feature that I actually really liked on this shoe. I felt like it did a really good job. In terms of lockdown, again, very good. I had no issues. Slight dead space towards the toe box, but once again, it didn't cause me any issues at all, and a standard lacing system. But overall, the materials are good in my opinion. They give you good lockdown and support, especially towards the heel area as well. Overall, I like the D Rose 6. I find that the cushioning and traction are the main parts of the shoe which I really enjoyed. In terms of the materials are decent as well, and that kind of heel cage area is a good innovation for me, I think. I mean, it does a good job pulling your foot back into the footbed and resting your heel directly on top of the Boost unit. So overall, yeah, with good materials, good cushioning and traction, I'm going to give the D Rose 6 Boost a 4 out of 5 rating on the rating scale. Thank you guys for watching my performance test. I'm going to have a lot more content coming soon, so please make sure to subscribe if you haven't done so already. And as always, take care.